Welcome to the wonder that is the Atlantis venue. It doesn't get any more unique than this. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have the rock star. And he'll be facing Roy Jones Jr., 78.9 kilos, 180 centimeters tall, with a reach of 188.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Up first, rock star from Canada. Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time, Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes.
It'll be ding-ding from first belt off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Canada, wearing the red trunks with red trim, the Rockstar. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight, a super middleweight, a light heavyweight, and a heavyweight champion of the world.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Take the phone off the hook. This is all I wanted to see right now, right in front of me.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Trying to keep those gloves up, but every time he drops them to throw a punch, he gets caught. Good counter punch. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The jab just got blocked. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These 2 boxers are finally ready to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Punch, counter punch. That uppercut scored big time. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Here we go, it's round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter brings a barrage barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee, just pick up and sting you whenever you leave yourself open. That swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Nice counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Which fighter will say no mas? Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That one lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You believe what we are seeing. They're both trying for a knockout. Nice counter shot. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Like that round, so just keep putting on the end of his
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. It's all offense all the time. Punching. That left uppercut doesn't score. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Nope, that jab not going to score. Those counter punches have to hurt. Perfect counter length. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell sometimes it...
Back at it in round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Beautiful counter shot. He parries away the left uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Well done with that counter shot. Do you believe this? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? Time for the 5th round. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out, put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Can't land that jab. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Missed him with that uppercut. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. There's the bell to start round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Beautiful counter punch. Looking to land the hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
When are we going to see a a jab from these two. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally. And there's the bell to start round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice job getting that punch through. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Quick punch scores. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. About these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on. And we enter the 8th round. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I go in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both men step back for just a moment. Looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And down goes Rockstar. And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
Shut.
1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. Looks like trouble was averted.
Being dazed now.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. No surprise there.